Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k15 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. We are here with this week's main event and Smackdown as we are about 3 weeks away from the Survivor Series pay-per-view. In last episode on Monday Night Raw, we announced a couple of matches for Survivor Series, and you can check them out on BrendenPlayz.com by clicking on the Survivor Series link. And this week, we're going to start to get towards the point where we're going to see who is going to be facing who next week in our big semi-final matches. It's going to be big. But first of all, we're going to get through main event as we have the Ascension coming up against Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. Mark Henry will take on Dolph Ziggler one-on-one. The US champion looking to continue his good run of form. The Bella Twins will be facing Emma and Paige in tag team action. And Seth Rollins will go one-on-one with Triple H. And of course, Roman Reigns is now the new #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Much to you guys, a lot of criticism I got last episode, but Triple H, would he have beat Seth Rollins? We're going to find out right here on main event. And hey, who said main event never has any good matches? So we have the Ascension and Cesaro and Kidd. It is the Ascension picking up the big victory. Mark Henry and Ziggler. It is Dolph Ziggler, US champion. Another win, so both our champions getting victory there. The Bellas versus Paige and Emma. Okay, the Bellas picking up the victory. Okay, there you go. And our champion Rollins, yes, he can beat Triple H. So Rollins, based on that evidence there, he would have beat Triple H at the upcoming Survivor Series pay-per-view. Okay, so what we have now is we have the Usos versus the Prime Time Players. Our tag team champions, the Usos, world tag team champions, coming against former tag champs. Speaking of former tag team champions, it's the Wyatt family. They'll be facing a new tag team on the blocks in Bo Dallas and Adam Rose. Still haven't picked the name out for them yet. The first of our two World Championship #1 Contendership Tournament matches, Rusev will face John Cena. This is a big opportunity for both men who have got a lot to prove in recent times, but this is a good opportunity for them to try and do that here on Smackdown. Tamina Snuka will go one-on-one with Emma, as Emma, I think she's getting close to that Divas Championship opportunity, but can she get there in the end? I don't know. Lesnar and Bad News Barrett will be our second first round matchup as well. And if you guys have been following me on Twitter and Facebook and checking out the website, you guys would have saw the little sneak preview for that. And Dean Ambrose, the Intercontinental Champion, will face Bray Wyatt one-on-one. Chris Jericho will join Bray Wyatt, and Paul Heyman will be in Dean Ambrose's corner. Of course, it will be Team Undertaker versus Team Jericho at the Survivor Series pay-per-view, and Dean Ambrose will be on Team Taker, and Bray Wyatt will be on Team Jericho. Okay, so the Usos versus the Primetime Players. Wow, okay, the PTP, an upset victory over the tag team champions. I didn't expect that. The Wyatts versus Dallas and Rose. It is the Wyatts getting another win. Snuka and Emma. Okay, Tamina Snuka gets the win. So Emma, we've given her a good opportunity, but she's just not quite getting there yet. As Bray Wyatt closes out the main event of SmackDown with a victory over Dean Ambrose at Intercontinental Champion. And we're going to go ahead and play our two first round matches here on Smackdown. And okay, so Bray Wyatt picking up the victory over Dean Ambrose. That's a little surprising. That kind of just adds a little bit of fuel to the fire. We still don't know who is the third man, and of course Sting is the third man for Team Jericho. I think I forgot to mention that. And we don't know what the situation with Sting is anyways. You know, we don't even know if he's going to show up, but he is scheduled to be there. He is scheduled to be in the match, so will he show up? That's the question that I certainly am asking, but we don't know who'll be the third man for Team Taker, and I guess we'll have to find out in a couple of weeks' time. The Undertaker still hasn't appeared yet, and as far as I know, he's still out after the brutal beating that Sting handed the Undertaker at the Survivor Series, at Hell in a Cell. So will Taker even be 100% for Survivor Series? I don't know. But anyways, moving on, we've got our first round matchup. The Russian super athlete Rusev will be coming up against this man, John Cena. And a lot of you guys have been asking me, where's Cena? Give Cena a chance, push Cena even. And here he is tonight. He's in this first round matchup against Rusev, and John Cena has done it all here in Universe Mode. Multiple time champion, has won both the WWE and World Heavyweight Championships. But hey, John Cena in recent times, I don't know what's going on with him, but he just hasn't really impressed. He's just starting to lose a few matches, hasn't got himself on the card in recent times as well, which is a lot of you guys have been asking, where is Cena? Why isn't he on the shows? It's because when he has been on, he hasn't got many victories, and his last loss, I think, was against Chris Jericho, the world champion, so not much of a, can't really discredit him there for losing that one, you know, that's fine. But other than that, Cena hasn't just been not really doing too much, but this is a good opportunity for Cena here in this matchup. He's in the first round matchup against Rusev, and Rusev's been one guy who's on the horizon. He's truly trying to be the next big thing here on SmackDown. He's trying hard, but he's not really succeeding. I think a big victory here against John Cena could elevate him to at least, you know, maybe in the Intercontinental Championship hunt, or even if he goes the whole way, which I think would be pretty unlikely for Rusev to go the whole way. I'm just going to put it out there now. But if Rusev manages to go the whole way, of course he's going to be facing the world champion, Chris Jericho, or, yeah, Chris Jericho at a later date. But, you know, if Rusev does go the whole way, that'll be a big surprise to me, like I said. But if he doesn't, then at least, you know, Rusev, a couple of victories, a strong performance in this tournament. Hey, he might be in that IC Championship hunt. So Rusev, he hasn't really been doing all that much. You know, it's been a long time in between drinks for Rusev. Of course, at WrestleMania, he did have an opportunity for the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat matchup, which he did lose. And ever since then, Rusev's just been doing nothing. Let's be honest, he's been doing nothing. But in the last month or two, he's been on main event. He's been on the opening few matches of Smackdown, and he's getting some victories here and there. You know, he's had a couple losses which has set him back, but he's had enough victories, in my opinion, to kind of get some momentum rolling for Rusev. So it won't be long, I think, before Rusev is going to be one of the top players here on SmackDown. I think it'll be a lot sooner than I guess we think. At the moment, he needs to beat John Cena, and John Cena needs a victory just to get him going again, because we've seen Cena in a big slump before here in Universe Mode. That time it was on Monday Night Raw, now it's on SmackDown, and I guess we saw what happened with Cena. He was on a huge slump on Raw, he came to SmackDown and immediately had major success. I mean, if Cena has a long slump here on SmackDown, does that mean that Cena needs to go back to Raw and try to replicate that? I don't know, but I mean, Cena at the moment just not really getting the match opportunity, just not getting the opportunities, I guess, that he needs. And, you know, when he is, he's not winning those opportunities. So Cena just needs to try and turn things around, and this is a big chance for him to do so. Of course, the winner of this match will face the winner of our next matchup, which will be Brock Lesnar and Bad News Barrett to close out today's episode. And, of course, the other semi-final match that will be held next week will be CM Punk versus The Big Show. And, of course, we'll have the other semi-final match, so whoever wins this one and the match following this will have a match up next week. So 2 more matches, and then the final of the tournament will take place at Survivor Series. So I got a few questions. A few of you guys weren't quite sure when the final will be. It will be at Survivor Series. It will take place at Survivor Series. So the next 2 the semi-finals will take place next week, and then we'll have the week off, and then we'll have the final at Survivor Series. So that's the tournament there, as Cena nice knee to the skull of Rusev, as Rusev is currently down. Been a bit of a back and forth match so far, as Cena needs, like I said, needs to try and get the better of Rusev here, because his confidence is lacking. And if you have a strong start to a match, that can immediately eradicate any negative thoughts in your mind. But if you're coming out there and you're getting beaten up straight away, I mean, getting tossed around like a ragdoll just like then isn't going to help Cena. But if you're getting thrown around and you're getting dominated early on, it's really going to throw you off straight away. And Cena needs to keep the momentum going. It's a back and forth match so far, but you know, I think that probably, you know, is in the favor of Rusev, to be honest with you, because Rusev, he's in the hunt, and I think Rusev, he just probably wanted to say to himself, okay, if I stay in it long enough, I might be able to, you know, edge out the victory here, as he's trying to get the win here, but Cena kicks out before there's an count can occur. So if Rusev can stay in it long enough, I think in his mind, he thinks he can probably get it done, whereas Cena in recent times, he's probably thinking to himself, oh man, I might be in for another loss, which is certainly worrying for Cena. Oh! Nice suplex there by Rusev, showing off his power, but that took a lot out of him to try and hit that big move on John Cena, who is down on the mat right now. And now Rusev finally trying for the pinfall predicament, as Cena does kick out pretty comfortably there. But Cena trying to fight back, nice reversal there. He's got Rusev right now with a nice elbow to the back of the head of Rusev. And Rusev, uh-oh, wait a minute, Rusev's got Cena, and uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, he plants him down. Big move by Rusev. Can he get to the cover? He can. 2. Oh, he's upset Cena. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Rusev has won this match. He has just upset John Cena. Just like that. You know, Rusev hitting a big move out of nowhere. Just slamming him right down. Look at him. Look at this. Picks him up. Swings him around like this. And bang. Right there. In the middle of the ring. nowhere for Cena to go, and there it is. Rusev has advanced to the semi-finals of this tournament, and that is a huge upset, and that's the victory that we said Rusev needed, and he's got it tonight. Rusev has just officially put his name on the map here on Smackdown. Rusev in the semi-finals, and we're about to find out who he will face next week in his semi-final match. As we get it underway now, here he comes, the Beast Incarnate, the Conqueror, the former WWE Champion, the Slammy Award winner for the best WWE Champion of all time. He's won it all, let's be honest. Brock Lesnar, the longest reigning WWE Champion in their history of Universe Mode, but no World Heavyweight Championship around his waist just quite yet. Yet to really win the big match here on SmackDown, and he's been going at it for a few months now. I know a lot of his, first kind of run he had on SmackDown was more focused towards guys on Raw, had some unfinished business to attend to, but now he's finally here on SmackDown. He's fully focused on this tournament and trying to become the World Heavyweight Champion for the first time, as Bad News Barrett comes up against Brock Lesnar tonight. And of course, Bad News Barrett, another one of our rising superstars here on SmackDown, had an opportunity against The Undertaker at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship, where Barrett really just didn't put up a fight in that matchup. He, unfortunately for Barrett, just was never really got into it, never really stood a chance. The Undertaker managed to defeat him quite comfortably, and now Barrett trying to regroup, and has been for a few months now, and hasn't really been able to string together a number of victories to get himself back to the title hunt. So Barrett, this opportunity that has been granted to him tonight is a big chance. I mean, you have a good opportunity in a tournament. I know the tournament is so difficult to win. You have to go 3 weeks in a row where you do pull off 3 wins in a row, and you got to go through the best of the best on SmackDown. But a lot of these guys probably would not be getting an opportunity. We definitely wouldn't be seeing Rusev in this tournament. Even Cena, Barrett probably not. The Big Show probably not. Rey Mysterio certainly not. So there's a few guys that have been put in this tournament that haven't been given the opportunities and probably would not be getting the opportunities. So this is a good chance for them to get a few upsets like we just saw with Rusev, and perhaps put their name, towards the top of the card on SmackDown once again. For Barrett, that's certainly what he's trying to do right now, as he's coming up against Brock Lesnar, and Lesnar needs the big victory. Everybody's probably expecting him to win this tournament, and he's got to be one of the favorites. I think probably CM Punk's the other favorite as well. So Lesnar is certainly one of the big favorites right now, and I think everybody's probably expecting him to come away with the win. So I guess that pressure on Lesnar is something that he needs to certainly, work on to try and overcome. Whereas Barrett, not many people are really expecting him. I think everybody's probably expecting Barrett to go out in this first round matchup, but that can either work with the favor of Bad News Barrett, or be against him, because Barrett could come to this match not really expecting all that much, and he might, upset Lesnar. If he loses as well, he probably can come away with it going, okay, I probably wasn't going to win this one. I matched up against Lesnar. He's probably just a little bit better than me at the moment, so, I'll regroup and go again. Or, he's the underdog that might just go, well, I've got no chance, So there's a lot of different mental circumstances that do occur in a tournament like this, and I guess it really is the mental side of it that probably will get you the victory more so than the physical side of it, because you have to go through 3 matches in a row to try and go the whole way and go to the distance, and you got to win all 3. There's no second chances in this tournament. There's a nice suplex there by Bad News Barrett. Lesnar is down, pinfall attempt, not going to get it though. So Lesnar kicking out comfortably here, and of course the winner now will face Rusev, we just found out, and then I think the winner of this match will certainly be licking their lips, because let's be honest, Rusev, a lucky victory over there, and certainly an upset win over Cena. And, Lesnar has been a former champion. Bad News Barrett, probably the best Intercontinental Champion in the history of Universe Mode. So these guys know how to win big matches, whereas Rusev, not so much. So a big semi-final match will certainly weigh in the favor of a Lesnar or a Bad News Barrett. And Rusev, certainly could struggle going deeper into the tournament. Whereas a guy like Bad News Barrett and Lesnar, I think either one of these guys could probably pick up the victory. So one of these guys, they just have to come away with the victory here, and probably they can see themselves getting into the final. Because Rusev, I'm not saying that he's an easy opponent, but going off track record, either a Lesnar or a Barrett will certainly have the advantage coming into that matchup. As Lesnar is currently down, Bad News Barrett in control of this one right now, but Lesnar countering, getting Bad News Barrett off of him, and he's going to whip him into the ropes. And wait a minute, Barrett with the counter, a nice belly-to-belly suplex. Bit of a shades of Lesnar there, kind of pulling out one of Lesnar's own tricks against him. But Lesnar straight back up to his feet and an elbow to the back of Barrett's head. And now Lesnar going to try and pick him up and, do something here. He's going to throw him away. And that's the power of Lesnar that you just saw right there. Unmatched power. Certainly Bad News Barrett can be nowhere near matching the power of Brock Lesnar. And that's certainly the big disadvantage for Barrett in this one. As Lesnar, those big strikes as well. Trained in mixed martial arts, knows how to strike an opponent with full force and intensity. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. One German. There's the second. The third one's coming. And this could be the beginning of the end for Bad News Barrett like that. Lesnar rolling him over. The cover. 1, 2. No, Barrett kicking out at 2. Barrett surviving this one. As Lesnar kicks him in the back for good measure, and you might be looking at the end of this one as Lesnar is waiting for Barrett to get back to his feet, and here we go, the F5. How many times have we seen this in Universe Mode? The F5, the cover, the 1, 2, 3. There it is. Brock Lesnar comes away with the victory again, and he has progressed into the semi-finals of this tournament and will now face Rusev in his semi-final match next week. So as it stands at the moment, we have The Big Show versus CM Punk, Brock Lesnar versus Rusev next week, and the winner will go. The winner of those two matches will face at Survivor Series, and of course the winner of the tournament overall will face our World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho down the line. So big exciting times here on Smackdown. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Big victory for Brock Lesnar tonight, as we saw it all, and this is really shaping up to be a very interesting last few matches here in the tournament. The finals are shaping up to be really, really good, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do leave a like on it. I know a lot of you guys have been begging for more Universe modes, so I'm going to try and upload them a little bit quicker now, just for you guys, to hopefully make you guys happy. Here's just a quick flash of what you guys can expect and where the tournament is right now. A bit of a visual for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and please hit me up on Twitter if you have any questions. Follow me on Twitter. Give us a like on Facebook. Go on the forums. Go on the website. You guys know what you got to do, and I'll see you all next episode.